You might not believe this was caught on camera by accident. It all seemed like a normal day, but if you watch till the end, you'll see it for yourself. Let's start with a video where a guy kicked a man who was sitting with his legs spread, blocking a pregnant woman and an elderly lady. The man got aggressive and didn't think he did anything wrong. The guy insisted he sit properly, but eventually he threw a bottle straight at the man's groin, making him curl up in pain and crawl out of the train. Amazing. A man gets out of his car on his hands. He crosses the flooded street without letting his feet touch the water. At first, it seems like he's just trying to protect his new sneakers, but no, he carefully pulls something from his sweater, a kitten. Turns out it wasn't about shoes. It was about saving something small and precious. A courier delivered a huge, heavy package to a woman. She decided to be brave and lift it herself without waiting for her husband. But it went wrong. The box tipped over and pinned her down. Hearing her cry for help, the courier rushed back. She could barely move, but he lifted the box and freed her. Sometimes help arrives exactly when it's needed most. Two guys tried to save money by sneaking into the movies with just one ticket. One climbed under the other's extra large sweater and held on tight. The security guard looked puzzled but still let them in with a single ticket. It seemed like the plan worked until the hidden guy couldn't hold on any longer and tumbled out right in front of the theater staff. Everyone burst out laughing, even the guard. A girl noticed a guy at a nearby table sweetly feeding his girlfriend ice cream with a spoon. Wanting the same, she gently kicked her boyfriend under the table and opened her mouth, clearly hinting. He turned, saw the couple, and completely misunderstood. He walked over and offered the ice cream to the other girl. His girlfriend sat there stunned and suddenly not in the mood for dessert. A young dad had just bought a stroller and was getting ready to bring it inside to show his wife, but he ran into trouble. He couldn't fold it. One man came to help, then another, yet they still couldn't figure it out. Then a young mom walked by, baby in arms. One smooth motion, click, the stroller was folded. Experience doesn't come from manuals, it comes from life. A man pretended to be blind, walking with a toy dog just to scare strangers. He'd suddenly lunge or react, startling people out of nowhere. But one woman was so frightened, she nearly fell and grabbed the wall. The prank didn't end in laughter, but in shock. A girl was offered a portrait by a street artist, and she happily agreed, not suspecting a thing. The artist was actually her boyfriend's friend, and drew not only her, but also her boyfriend, down on one knee with a ring. At first, she didn't understand. But after seeing the drawing, she turned around and saw him standing, just like in the portrait. He proposed, and she burst into tears of joy. The girl's foot started to hurt badly from her heels, and she didn't know how to keep walking. Her boyfriend gave her a foot massage and offered her his sneakers. She happily agreed, and he slipped into her heels like a champ. It all looked sweet until he suddenly jumped on her back. Turns out that was his genius plan to avoid walking in heels himself. Let us know in the comments which moment touched you the most. Maybe the guy in the train standing up for what's right, or the man walking on his hands for a meaningful reason. And if you want to see more heartwarming stories, click the pop-up on screen.